So on behalf of the State Bar and the Diversity Clerkship Program Committee, run by Andrew Chevres, and the Diversity and Inclusion Oversight Committee, which is the umbrella for this program, I want to thank you for being involved in our program, and to the employers. Larry Martin, I think he's involved. I don't see Larry, but I see Kathy Brose.
Hello, Your Honor.
Oh, there he is. Oh, you were hiding because you were trying to give us the screen.
I'm hiding.
I do want to recognize both of them for their leadership for the State Bar. It's an outstanding privilege to work with them, and they are part and parcel of how we can continue this program. So I want to welcome you. I also want to thank the State Bar Law Foundation. They are an arm of the State Bar, a charitable arm that has been so supportive of the Diversity and Inclusion Oversight Committee, but more importantly, the Diversity Clerkship Program. And they are the sponsors for this event. So I want to thank them for their continuing support of what we do that is meaningful for people to get a better opportunity to learn about being a lawyer in our community. Now, I hope if time permits, I'm gonna let Larry say something, but not right now. So we'll come back to that. At this point, you guys do some of you have on your shirts? Is anybody got on their diversity clerkship shirt? Oh, some people are doing like this, you know. Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. I thought that was a great idea to have you get those shirts. I'm a little jealous. I want one. I'm probably not going to get one. Having said that, I want to go ahead and introduce someone who's been instrumental in the diversity clerkship program, along with Brian Park and subsequently Kim Burns and Karen Bell. Andrew Chevres has really been the engine to keep the diversity clerkship program going, improving, and functioning in a way that we are so proud of. And he's a good friend of mine and an anchor for the diversity clerkship program, attorney Andrew Chevres. Where's Andrew? Oh, I know.
Here.
Hey, Andrew, what happened with when did you get there?
That's a Zoom artifact that's coming across.
I'll turn it over to my good friend, Andrew.
All right, well, thank you so much. Listen, a big thanks to all of you. Congratulations to the students for almost being done with your clerkship. A big thanks to the employers who stuck it out with us despite all the challenges. You know, this has been an unusual year for sure. We started out with a very promising optimism. Since I've been involved, this was going to be the banner year for the number of employers that were going to participate. Unfortunately, you know, this thing called COVID affected us, and we had to have some employers drop off. And we're so heartbroken that we weren't able to accommodate all of the students that did commit to this program. We tried our best to try to look for alternatives, but unfortunately, time was short, and we just had to go with what we had. And so, you know, I hope that this experience, I know that this experience has been different for you this year. We had not planned for you to be clerking virtually, or I don't know what kind of formats you're doing with your clerkship, but I imagine that a lot of it is a lot different than what it was in your traditional clerkship experience. But we did the best we could. And again, thank you so much for participating. Again, the employers, thanks a lot.
All right. Now I lost where I was. Here we go. There, I'm back. All right, because I kind of, when I put myself up, because I know that if we take yourself off, the pictures get a little bigger. So we want to make sure that we can see your lovely faces as much as we can. So now I'd like to have a message from the State Bar from Kathy Brose. Kathy?
Hi. Well, welcome on behalf of the State Bar. Welcome to the Diversity Clerkship Recognition event. I attended this last year. I can tell you that this one is a little bit different. But still, I am so glad to see you all, and I'm so glad that you were all able to participate and be involved in this program. This particular program, I believe, started in 1992, and that was the same year that I graduated from law school. And believe me, it seems like a really long, long time ago. But now I'm president of the State Bar, and so on behalf of the State Bar, I want to thank you all for attending and participating in this particular program. I'm hoping that this, like me, is the first of many, many years of involvement in the State Bar. The State Bar is one of those organizations that it is what you make of it. The more you give of it, the more you will get back. And I speak purely from my own experience. So, but this particular program, the Diversity Clerkship program, is the first stepping stone of a long and I think a rather robust program that the State Bar has to increase the diversity and inclusion within the bar itself. All you have to do is look at any one of the headings now, any one of the news headings to realize how important diversity is within the community right now. And to me, it is just as important that that legal profession represents the diversity that we see in the community. And so therefore, it is one of our primary focuses, actually, to increase the diversity, to make sure that we have lawyers in the profession that come from all walks of life. And this program is a stepping stone to doing that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for participating in this program. And I really want to thank you for the resilience that you've all shown and the persistence that you've shown in participating in this particular year through the whole pandemic. Like Andrew said, we started out with 23 different positions and clerks and had to scale that back to 13. And so thank you for your resilience. And I assure you that that will stand you in good stead in the future. So thank you. And I am going to turn this back over to Judge Ashley to continue on with the program. Thanks so much.
Kathy, thank you so much. You guys don't realize it, but when you have the State Bar Executive Director, Larry Martin, and the State Bar President, Kathy Gross, here talking with us, communicating with us, you got a leg up. So when people get out and you say, well, I've met the State Bar Executive Director, and I've met the President of the Bar, Kathy Gross, it already shows how important it is to network and to have opportunities to meet people that you can contact. And either one of them are very approachable. You can contact them, questions, concerns. They're there for you. State Bar is for you. Right, Larry?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, so now we have a special part of the program, because what we talked about was this. Having a reception, we're missing part of that ability to communicate, that camaraderie, but we're gonna get a little bit of that back. Some of you have agreed to give us a little information about the program and how it affected you. And so I'm gonna call on a few folks, and so I'd ask you to unmute yourself if you're called upon to answer some of these questions so that we can get some perspective and all of us can benefit from your responses. So the first question that I'm going to pose for your colleagues, what was your experience with the mentorship through your program? And so I'm going to start with Hannah Chen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Chen, and I clerked with the city of Madison, Wisconsin. My experience with mentorship through the program was truly exceptional. Through the program, I connected with current law students, DCP alumni, and employers across Wisconsin, all with the common goal of creating an inclusive legal community. As a new Wisconsinite myself, I was searching for ways to my professional network and contribute to diversity in my area, and the DCP exceeded my expectations. I really enjoyed working and learning with my employer, the city of Madison, and tackling current legal issues that are both profoundly relevant and impact vulnerable populations. I especially appreciated the support I received from Amber, Mike, Laura, Kevin, Despite all the challenges of working remotely and never meeting most of them in person, I truly felt like I had the guidance and resources to succeed. The mentorship experiences I gained from the DCP gave me the doses of support and confidence I needed to excel in my education and career in law, and I am incredibly grateful for this program. Thank you.
Wow, Thank you, Ms. Chen. Thank you very much. That's what I'm talking about. So we can carry that legacy a little bit further. So I'm going to have Jiayu Hua on the next.
Hi everyone, I'm Jiayu Hua, and it's really nice to see you all today. And I'm interning with Zendesk this summer, and I really like the mentorship there. Like my supervisor Hassani, he's the general counsel of the legal department, and I met with him every week, and he will check on me, see how I'm doing, like. And answer my general questions, also like the specific questions about the projects I'm working on. And I got my assignments from different legal teams like product team, commercial team, corporate team, etc. And like the colleagues, they assign me the assignments, would be my advisor, and they will guide me to do my work. And also like everyone, they will share their experience to me, like I talked to Chris, and Chris will share his career path and give me very good advices to my future career. And I found it's very useful, and I feel supported in this company, and like very thankful for State Bar to give us these opportunities to have this great experience. And that's my feeling about the mentorship. Thank you.
No, thank you. We're really cooking. All right, so Veronica Mantilla.
Hi, my name's Veronica, and this summer I worked with Alliant Energy as part of the legal services department. My mentorship so far has been a really incredible experience. It has covered more areas than I ever could have anticipated, even from like the interview process. I've had such an incredible range of different projects to work on, from contracts to regulatory work, human resources, legal research and writing. And a lot of that work is a testament to the hard work that my supervisor did in recruiting different projects for me. So shout out to Lissa Coop, who's also here today. The experience absolutely would not be the same without you, as well as the incredible members of the Alliant Energy legal service team. That being said, she's presented me with many opportunities to also network with other organizations and business units within Alliant, which has been great for fostering more connections with other areas as well. This has been an incredible experience. I'm deeply grateful to have had this opportunity this summer, and it's opened my eyes to what the legal fields can offer. So thank you so much.
No, thank you, Ms. Mattia. Okay, Jesse Owens.
Hey, my name is Jesse. I worked for Belmore and Richter this summer. I kind of the same as everyone else. My interactions and experience have been really great this summer. All the attorneys, I haven't got to meet all the attorneys obviously with COVID this summer, but with people I have got to meet and interact with, I've had a great experience. I've been taught a ton, gotten lots of feedback. My confidence is, I've built a lot of confidence over this experience. Specifically, I've been guided well by my supervisor, attorney Patty Putney. I got to do research and experience many areas. I've got to do insurance defense, employment law, family law, personal injury law, so a whole wide array of things. But I think most importantly, what I've taken out of this summer is just actually getting to learn how to be an attorney. They've done a really good job of guiding me, and not just giving me research saying do this, but actually giving me this reasoning of why I'm researching something, giving me the strategy of what we're doing. And I think understanding the strategy behind things is super important in learning how to actually be an attorney. And I think in closing, I've been treated extremely well through this program. They've answered all my questions when I've had them. They've given me tons of advice. And I think I've been treated like I belong, which I think a lot of us are nervous going into our first summer. It's a totally different experience than law school. And I think being treated like you belong is super important in giving you that confidence to go through with your work.
Thank you, Jesse. So that first question was about what was your experience with the mentorship through the program. The next part, and I know this blends in and bleeds in, that's okay, but the next question was what type of things did you work on during your clerkship? And I'm going to start with Carrington Ewing.
Hi everyone, my name is Carrington. I am interning with the City of Milwaukee Attorney's Office, and I have been able to work on many different projects. When I started, they had me speak to about 30 different attorneys and just get to know everyone in different like breakout kind of virtual happy hours. And I was really interested in property, and there was so much that I learned about real estate and property transactions with the city, being that there's so many abandoned and vacant lots and city-owned property. And I made a memo that was distributed to the City Department of Development and the mayor's office. And it was just talking about different affordable housing models where the city could turn all these properties that they own into more affordable units for long-term. And I've also been exposed to antitrust suits with people suing the city, and with the protest and all the Black Lives Matter things, that was really interesting because the city was giving out curfew violations and making new ordinances. So I saw how the city sort of came up with all of those resources and things from the back end side. And I wasn't sort of confused when I watched the news. I was actually able to say, oh, well, this is the Constitution, or how they followed it in all these different aspects. So I've been exposed to a lot this summer, and everyone's been really friendly, and I've definitely used the skills that I've learned in class over the summer, and I hope to take those skills back to school in the fall.
Thank you, Carrington. Morgan Hines, good to see you.
Good to see you, Judge Ashley. Hi, everyone. I clerked with, and I'm actually still clerking with Hall Render this summer, which is the nation's largest health firm. And I think I started with trying to figure out what health law is and what healthcare law is. And I think coming in, many of us as 1Ls don't really know outside of the 8 courses I think we've taken at this point. So I got clarity on that, and essentially we're a regular law firm, but we serve and our clients are health related. So it can be universities, it could be healthcare developments, it could be physician groups, I mean, you name it. And this summer with COVID, unfortunately, not every attorney was in the office, but a lot of them reached out via Teams, and those that were in the office gave me a lot of different work. So I was exposed to reimbursement through Medicaid. I wrote and had a blog published on our website. I dealt with, unrelated to health law, dog bite case. I also dealt with a violation of a non-compete. So like I said, there's not just one thing I've done or one area I focused on, but I felt like I was able to develop skill sets. I was able to network. I was able to ask a lot of questions and connect with individuals who've been through this process and just learn a ton, which I'm very fortunate for and appreciative of the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. Now I'm looking, and I don't want to make a mistake here. Is Joshua on this Zoom meeting?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are, Joshua.
Hi, how's it going?
Hernandez. How are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. So this past summer and continuing on right now, I had the opportunity to clerkship at the law firm Gingrich, Thompson & Wachs, specifically out of their Madison office, but with the brilliance of COVID, we were all digital, so we had the opportunity to work across all of their Wisconsin branches, which further broadened my experience that I gained. At GTW, I got to engage with a lot of work across a handful of practice areas, including personal injury, civil rights, employment, medical malpractice, and family law, to name a few. Within these areas of law, I gained experience researching challenging legal scenarios. 2 interesting ones that I really enjoyed throughout the summer that come to mind were, the first one was how to conduct service of process on a military installation. I just found that fascinating. We were attempting to serve somebody pretty high up at a military installation, so it still has yet to play out, but I found that really, really intriguing. The second was what's required to receive an evidence assumption in a spoliation scenario, and just getting hands-on on the research really furthered that I gained in academia, and being able to do this in the legal, actually, on actual cases was just named to me. In addition to the research, I was given the opportunity to write first drafts and second drafts of legal documents, including complaints and demands. I wrote a good amount of subpoenas, discovery questions and responses, and settlement letters. I further assisted the attorneys and paralegals by conducting contacting potential clients, summarizing medical documents, and depositions, things like that. And I wouldn't be doing GTW proper service if I didn't mention our Zoom happy hours. Those are pretty good times. But as an individual who found the legal profession a little late in my academic career, this was my first time engaging with the legal profession outside of the classroom. So I can't thank the state of Wisconsin DCP program, and DCP, and Gingrich, Thompson, and Walks enough for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. All right, so the next question that's been posed is, was your clerkship everything you expected? Were there any things that you did not expect? And we'll start with Ali Mahmoud.
Hello. This internship, so my name is Ali. First off, I'm interning at Fiserv. I still have one more week left, so I'm going to start talking about all the good stuff first. When I anticipated working for Fiserv, which is a corporation, was nothing at all what it actually turned out to be. I imagined a very strict 9-to-5 style, everything that you see on TV of how corporate functions are. However, my mentor, my supervisor, William, kind of broke away from that. He made clear that that's not always how things work, especially with how corporate functions relate to like the legal system, especially because there are so many different facets in the legal department. We worked in the corporate legal side, specifically in acquisitions and procurement and real estate. And I thought going in that real estate meant like houses and stuff, but it really was a wide array of things. It also included software licensing, and working with Will directly, I was able to get a lot of experience working with a lot of those software contracts, which I did not think was going to be something that I would be doing for a financial corporation. Another great thing about Will is that he worked for 10 years in the Cook County department, legal department, and he had a lot of experience with that as well. And he never shied away from providing me with information that wasn't only related to Fiserv. He constantly promoted my growth and taught me things and made himself available to any questions that I had. And anytime that I had worked on projects that weren't with him, I could reach out to him, and he was very straightforward and non-judgmental and very patient with me. And I really appreciate the DCP, the state of Wisconsin, and Will for putting up with me the last few weeks and allowing me to get this experience.
Outstanding. Thank you. Jennifer Martinez.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Martinez, and my clerkship is with the Law Office of Adala Jiayu here in Milwaukee. And the Law Office of Adala Jiayu is a solo practice firm. And before my clerkship, I didn't even know what a solo practice firm was, like what that meant, and like the different types of offices and firms that there were. So my clerkship was definitely so much more than I expected, because I just learned so much. And this clerkship was my first like legal experience, so I didn't come in with like legal experience, so I was so nervous. But immediately, like my office, they were just like, don't be nervous, like ask as many questions. And like Attorney Patterson, who's on here, like from the very like first time I like met them over like Zoom or whatever, I remember I was like, Attorney Patterson, like, I don't understand our calendar. Like, what does this mean? Like thinking it was like a stupid question, but she was just like, oh no, let me explain it to you like one by one. And so right from the get-go, like my office was just so like helpful and patient with me, and just like showing me how to do everything. And what I really like the most is that it's 4 of us. So there's Attorney Ohiku, Attorney Patterson, Suvet, our office manager, and then me, the clerk. And right from the beginning, Attorney Ohiku was like, we're a team. Like the way our office function is like a team. So we all got different like responsibilities, but we all like, we carry the team together. So that's something that I really liked, and I got to be just like super involved. And we do primarily criminal defense and family. So that was like brand new for me. So now I've gotten to write motions, draft affidavits, just get like, I got to like sit in on like Zoom hearings now because like the courts were closed. But so that was a really cool experience that like I didn't have before. But It was definitely so much more than I expected, just because of how, I want to say, like down to earth, like my office was, because I had never worked a legal job before. So I had like an idea of what working in a law firm was like from like watching TV and stuff, but just like the environment was something that like I really enjoyed and really appreciated. And like now it's set the bar like so high for even just like what I want in my future career as a legal professional, and like even what type of lawyer I want to be. So I really appreciated that. And as far as like things I didn't expect, obviously I didn't expect a pandemic to happen and for like courts to be closed, and because I mean I still really want to see a jury trial in person. But to me, it doesn't even feel like there was a pandemic that like hindered my clerkship, because of how involved I've gotten to be and like all the things that I've gotten to do. And that's just a huge testament to how inclusive my office has been in making this like the best experience for me, and just like trying to teach me and show me the ropes. So I'm so thankful for my office, the law office of Adalaje Ohiku, and the DCP and the State Bar for just having this opportunity for us law students, because it's been so beneficial to me and something that, you know, I've learned so much from, and I'm going to carry with me as I go on my journey as a lawyer.
Outstanding. All right, Camilla Nwokonko.
Hello, my name is I'm at Northwestern Mutual.
Can you, okay, I'm getting the volume better. Hang on, let's
How's
see.
the
There you go, there you go.
better?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So going into the summer program, I knew that I would be getting a good experience with developing my legal research and writing skills, but I also was kind of shocked at just the plethora of opportunities and experience and skills that I also got to acquire through this internship. So initially kind of going in, I thought I knew what area of law I was interested in, but Northwestern Mutual exposed me to so many practice areas. Although they're obviously a financial services company, they touch and they're involved in so many different industries. I got to work on assignments in really unique issues regarding technology law, real estate law, tax law, and it's just really helped me realize that there's so much out there for me to potentially do. I think also what I loved is that I was able to kind of leverage my experience, my previous experience, and some of the work that I did here, just because the assignments and the materials were just so robust. And then also like my immediate supervisors, so Sherry McCourt, Ryan, and then also Larry, they were all just really helpful and involved in our process. We met with them every single week. And not only did they like kind of give us assignments, but they cared whether we were learning, they cared if we were understanding and if we were enjoying it. I remember Larry would like give us assignments kind of on the whim, but one thing I loved was the contract kind of drafting assignment he gave us, and how he made an effort to do something that would develop us as attorneys in the future, and just like things that we may not get through law school. So that was really great. I think all in all, like despite it being virtual, I don't feel like I missed anything. We're always plugged in. We got to meet with the attorneys every week. I'm pretty sure I met with all the attorneys at the company, but that was great to just be able to have that experience despite things changing last minute. So I'm just very grateful to Northwestern Mutual for this opportunity, and the State Bar and DCP for, putting this program together and making it great despite everything.
All right, Camilla, thank you. So we're gonna, next question that was proffered is, can you talk about how your experience has affected your perceptions on diversity and inclusion in the legal profession? I can't wait to hear this. Okay, Brenda Ramirez.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see all your faces again. I truly miss seeing you in the hallways at Marquette. So I clerked at the Wisconsin Department of Justice, and before I start, I would just like to thank my supervisor, Assistant Attorney General Rebecca Paulson, and Ann Peacock for being here, because my experience would not have been anything close to what I experienced if it wasn't for them. I had an amazing time clerking with the Department of Justice, and my experience was obviously impacted by COVID-19, but I was still able to interact with many attorneys at the Department of Justice, and was pleasantly surprised at the diversity of experiences and backgrounds that the staff brought in, whether that be professional or cultural. The main reason I chose to attend Marquette University was because of their motto, Cura Personalis, which means caring for the whole person. I also found the same mission at the Department of Justice. Everyone is super supportive of one another, whether that be about the law or whether that be about life in general. So I feel extremely grateful to have been not just seen as a law clerk, but also as a person. Unfortunately, it was very noticeable that there is a lack of Latino and Hispanic lawyers in this profession. So it really opened my eyes to that lack of diversity, for which I hope to involve myself more in through mentorship of high school students, whether that be at my high school or in the Milwaukee community. So if there are any other Latinos that want to do that with me, raise your hand because we need to get more Latino lawyers involved in the Milwaukee community.
Thank you so much. All right, Brenda Valdez. Brenda Lees.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Where?
Hello?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Brenda, and I interned this summer, or I'm still interning with Owens. And I just want to start off by saying that my experience this summer has been amazing. I have been able to work alongside experienced attorneys with different tasks and assignments. You know, I sat on my first hearing via Zoom, so that was very exciting. As a Latina growing up in Puerto Rico, I would have never imagined that I would have gotten this chance to be able to do what I'm doing right now at Owens. This internship has only reinforced my goal of, you know, wanting to serve as a mentor and role model for minorities, you know, in middle school and high school, and just encourage students to go to college, to seek a higher education. My experience at Owens has been very positive in regards to diversity. Owens has a scholarship for Black students called the Black Excellence Award, which the student at Marquette actually was the one that won. And, you know, I'm just very grateful for this program and the amazing attorneys at Owens, especially my mentor and supervisor, Attorney Joe Trevino, because for not only granting me this opportunity, but providing me with countless tools and resources to continue furthering my legal education and, you know, help and try to bridge the gap between the Hispanic community and the rest of the city of Milwaukee. So thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. And Francesca Voci.
Hello, everyone. I'm Francesca Voci. I worked with Gingras, Thompson, and Walks this summer along with Josh. Like he said, I was supposedly at the Milwaukee office, but I was really in Los Angeles, and we were all working at all the offices, which provided a great diversity of experience. First and foremost, I'd like to raise a toast to all of you for making it through this summer. Cheers, everybody. I saw the Gingras glasses raise real quick.
Okay.
As for what I learned about diversity in the legal profession this summer, I think first and foremost, you know, working with a law practice in the midst of a pandemic really put into perspective the role of accessibility and the relationship between accessibility and diversity, both accessibility to the legal profession and accessibility to the legal system, which is probably what I noticed most directly. I was interacting with clients, for example, that were personal injury clients that had pre-existing conditions, and they were used to these kinds of accessibility issues. You know, things that we're usually used to talking about in the context of the ADA and things like that. But the pandemic forced all of us into that position, and we all got to see people working from home, the diversity of experience that everyone has in real time and how that affects your day-to-day workplace in a way that probably we wouldn't have seen if we hadn't been doing this in the midst of a pandemic. So what I took from the summer, and what I hope everyone else took from the summer too, were the creative abilities we all have to work around those problems of accessibility and to look closer at to how different diverse backgrounds play into accessibility, again, both to the profession and the legal system, and seeing what we as a community can do to be aware of all those different places everyone is coming from and think outside the box in terms of all those Zoom hearings that everyone went to, and you know, creative solutions like that to make sure that, you know, we are making the profession and the system accessible for people from all backgrounds.
Thank you. You know, my expectation when we set up this program to get some feedback from you law students and your experiences, you just shot my expectation way high, because now I'm expecting this every year, that we're going to get this very telling experiences for us, painting a vivid picture of how important it is to have this program. And that kind of leads me into the second part of what I'm going to be talking about now, and that's the employers. It's been mentioned over and over again by your presentations how important it was to not only have this opportunity, but to have people concerned about you and helping you have a better understanding of what the law was from their perspective. It's huge. So I want to make sure, and Andrew always says this, we can't have this program without the employers, and that is definitely true. So we want to take this time to really recognize the employers who are a key component, and we are so very grateful. Some of them have been with us for an extraordinarily long period of time, but I do want to recognize the new employers to our group, and that's Gingras, Thompson, and Wachs, both Madison office and the Milwaukee office. We are really grateful, and the Wisconsin Department of Justice and Zendesk. We have really improved our employer grouping by adding you to our list. I would note that we have a long list of employers, some who have been with us for nearly 30 years. And so I do want to recognize those: Alliant Energy, Bell, Moore, and Richter, Fiserv, Gingras, Thompson, and Wachs, Hall, Renner, Killian, Heath, and Lehman, the law offices of Dalo Hiku, Madison City's Attorney's Office, the Milwaukee City's Attorney's Office, Northwestern Mutual, Smith Emerson LLC, Wisconsin Department of Justice, and Zendesk. It's extraordinarily important for us to recognize and continue to reach out to people who are willing to help us continue this program. And these folks have done this, and some I've said for many years, and we look forward to ongoing relationships long in the future, because if this is what we're getting, we need to keep doing this. And we certainly plan to do that. I know Larry and Kathy and Andrew and Kim and Karen are very supportive, and I am as well, of us continuing this legacy of opportunity. So let's look at this. If we add up all the years of participation for the 2020 employers, that would be a total of 178 years, just for the 2020 employers if you add them up. So we thank you. There's a special thanks to Northwestern Mutual for their 27 years of participation, and also providing facilities and accommodations for the diversity clerkship employer-student interviews each year. It's an outstanding contribution to the success of the program, and we're eternally grateful to you. Now, we've also asked some of the employers, would they like to say something to add to our conversation and allow us to take a little bit more from this event. And so we've asked some employees, and I'm going to first ask Patney Putney from Bell, Moore, Richter, SC. Patty?
Good evening, everybody. I will say that this meeting confirms what I felt after our long day of interviews, which was that I wanted to hire everybody because you were all amazing. So that was one of the hardest decisions as it is when we participated. And you're all just a fabulous group of lawyers to be, and I'm very excited to see what you all accomplish in the years to come. I've been working with Jesse Owens, who had to say good things about me today. I paid him a little money for that. And no, we've had a really wonderful summer. Our firm, this is only our second year doing the clerkship, and it's been wonderful both years. I did feel bad with Jesse that, you know, he really didn't get to meet everybody because a lot of people have been working remotely. He was set up to work remotely as well, but would come in a few days a week. We're all wearing masks in our common areas. This was obviously a very weird summer, but I'm hopeful that, and it sounds like he got a good experience nonetheless. So I just want to say thank you to the organizers. I will also give a plug for the State Bar. I sit on the Board of Governors for the State Bar, and it is a great organization. you can join sections for your areas of interest even as law students. So if you're interested in the litigation section, you can join for free as law students. Larry, I think that's right. And also when you get out of law school, I think for 2 years, there are no dues for young lawyers. So think about, you know, if you're interested in certain areas of the law, joining the sections within the State Bar to network and meet people and grow your practice areas that way as well. In any event, I want to say thanks. We've had a great summer, I think, with Jesse, and hopefully he'll stay on working part-time next year. And good luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you very much. And next, we're going to have Scott Thompson from Gingrich, Thompson and Wachs.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying this evening together. And let me just echo what Attorney Putney said. After sitting through the 2 days of interviews and being just constantly reminded of how spectacular the potential clerks were, it was incredibly difficult to then consider any applicants because you all seem so fantastic. And it makes me glad to see that you've all done so well. I think that this summer has tested, I'm assuming, the clerks as well as attorneys, as well as probably everyone on the globe in ways that we didn't anticipate. And I cannot commend our clerks, Francesca Voci and Josh Hernandez, enough for how they have rolled with the punches. You know, things have constantly changed. I have been physically in our office 2 times since March, so sadly I haven't actually been able to meet anyone face-to-face in a long time. But truly to no surprise, based on how well all of you appeared during the interviews, you know, Francesca and Josh really just did an excellent job. And I think that you all should appreciate that you have accomplished something discrete that you should all be proud of. In the same way that when you finish a run, you did that run, you did the thing well, and you did it. And I think that you all should leave this summer's program understanding that you have taken a strong step in your legal careers, something that matters, something that you will all take something from, and that certainly all of the employers truly appreciate all of your hard work. You folks, I know, have all done great work, and I'm sure I'm going to be hearing from all of you guys in the future. So congratulations to everybody.
All right, thanks, Scott. Wes Sylla from Hall, Render, Killian, Heath, and Lemon. Where are you at? There you are.
Hi, thanks everyone for taking the time to meet. It's always good to see everyone. I'd echo what everyone said prior, that it's been the interviews this year were a ton of great candidates. It's always hard to decide who we'd like to bring on. It was great having Morgan with us. We had Jenny Kuzmos with us last year, and she's back on as a clerking for this summer. So we've had great experiences as part of the program. I know that we look forward to continuing to participate in the future, and I just want to say thanks to the State Bar for having this program. Thanks for everyone for participating, and Morgan did a great job, and we look forward to participating again in the future.
All right. Lisa Coop from Alliant.
Thanks, Your Honor. Yeah, so my name is Alyssa Coop. I'm a senior attorney in-house at Alliant Energy, and we were super lucky to have Veronica Mantilla as our clerk. I didn't get to meet any of you because my colleague Michelle Yoon did all the interviews and then went out on maternity leave, and so I lucked out, and I mean that, I'm not being sarcastic, I lucked out in getting to work with Veronica this summer. It's been, I think, fantastic. I was worried about the sort of remote aspect of things only for Veronica's sake. I thought, well, how are we going to make this summer work and be meaningful for her? And I think probably like everyone, we all did our best. We tried to do as much video conferencing as possible, but we were lucky that Veronica was also just very willing to dig in and call up people within our company that she maybe hadn't met before. We're a large company, and so just having that initiative on her end was great. But want to say thanks to the State Bar. I think, you know, when you hear about a diversity clerkship, people might think, well, isn't that wonderful what these clerks are getting? You know, they're getting this experience for the summer, but I really think the employers probably see more of a benefit. We get a crack at some really awesome talent and can really sort of improve our companies and get, you know, folks interested in our businesses early in your legal careers. So we benefit a lot, and just want to say thanks.
Thanks for the comments, Ms. Coop. So Amber McReynolds from the Madison City Attorney's Office.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Madison City Attorney's Office is proud to be a longtime participant in the State Bar Diversity Clerkship Program. The program's goals are aligned with the city's racial equity and social justice initiatives within the city and within our office. We are consistently impressed by the participants that are assigned to our office, and this year is no exception. We are honored to have Hannah Chin join us this summer. Ms. Chin has been invaluable to the city during one of our most trying times. She has done research on topics directly related to COVID-19 and the city's response to that. And she's also done complicated research on constitutional law issues. So we are very grateful to Ms. Chen for her hard work this summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McReynolds. You know, if we put all this together, I have to tell you, we thought as a group, well, you know, it's COVID. We can't have our reception, you know, just can't have it. And I think the fact that we've had this virtual reception, now I have to tell you, I was a little taken back when everybody was raising their glass. I'm in my courtroom and I can't bring no stuff in here, but I would have raised my glass too, but that would be a picture I wouldn't want seen somewhere. But I do want you to know that the willingness for the employers, for you law students, and the participants of this great program to get together is so meaningful. I have to tell you, you think you got something out of this, right? Nah, we get a lot out of seeing this repeat itself because it energizes us about what we need to do. What I hope when we talk about disparities in our community over time, George Floyd, what does that mean? And then I see this. And I see employers that for periods of time have done this to engage and help people of color at better opportunities. You revive my interest. I'm an eternal optimist though, but I have to tell you. But you revive my emphasis that this is meaningful and important. And you guys can carry that legacy, and the employers that are working for you are vital. And they are examples, and I wish we could take this and just show that, oh, we are, to other people about how things and how important it is that people reach out beyond what they think they're doing to support change. But I have a little bit, and I want to make sure I go to Larry Martin, the State Bar Executive Director, to say a few words, because he's been instrumental about supporting us, supporting the programs. Larry?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. No long speeches. I just want to give you a simple message. I hope that your engagement here isn't the end of your interactions with the State Bar, but the beginning of a long-term relationship, which is going to be your State Bar of Wisconsin. The State Bar isn't a building. It's not a group of staff people or even elected leaders. You are going to be the State Bar of Wisconsin, you and our 25,000 members. And of course, as your executive director, I want you to take advantage of the programs and the products and services that we offer. Yeah, that's important. But more importantly, I want you to engage and be a part of the State Bar and get involved in its leadership and help shape the future of the legal profession, the future of the law in Wisconsin. Join us in the fight for racial and social justice, to roll up your sleeves and get involved in your community and to use your law degree for good. That's why you all went to law school, was to do good in society. And the State Bar is a forum and an opportunity and a way in which to express that and make it meaningful and join colleagues across the state and really across the nation. We have a number of non-resident members to help further the cause of justice in our state. And, you know, so please continue to be involved in the state bar. There's wonderful opportunities when you graduate to get involved in leadership programs, to get involved in helping lead the bar through committees and such. Don't wait to settle in. Get involved right away and let us help you make a difference with your careers. Take care, and it's wonderful to see everybody tonight. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, Larry. I'm going to go to our state bar president, because, you know, it's just like a trial. You want the last word. So I'm going to have the last word, but I want to let the state bar president, Kathy Rose, come back on, and also Andrew, you as well, because I know you have to listen to all of this. I just want to hear. Go ahead, Kathy.
I've just got to say, okay, so I participated in last year's very normal recognition ceremony. And I've got to tell you, I like this one better because I got a chance to hear from all of you. It wasn't just, you know, come up and get a certificate and take a picture, but instead I got to hear about your experiences. And how wonderful is that? I'm so glad that all of you had a good experience, that you learned something from it, you know, that you found out more about yourself and the law profession. So I'm just so grateful for all of you participating, and oh my goodness, good luck. You're all going to do wonderful. I'm very impressed. So thank you, Judge Ashley.
You're welcome, Kathy. Andrew.
Hey, all right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
I'm kind of new at this, so I apologize. So, you know, I like Judge Ashley says, and Kathy, this is a pleasant surprise. When we were planning this, we didn't really know what to expect. And so this is a great format, and we want to hear from the students and the employers. And this is what I think we should revert or continue with in the following years to come. If you have any feedback that you want to give us in terms of the program, good or bad, we're always open to hearing about it. My motto is we're always looking to get better from where we're at, which I think we're in a pretty good place, I should say. But please give us your feedback. If you could give it to Judge Ashley, myself, or Kim Burns at the State Bar. But thank you so much for participating. And I look forward to seeing all the students flourish and develop into these awesome lawyers. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Look, guys, I have to tell you, we're going to go to 6:30, so we're not going to keep you longer than that. You can have a real libation after all of that. You deserve it. But I just want to leave you with some thoughts. I listened to you, and I'm wondering, when I was in law school, and God knows I'm not going to tell how long ago that was, but when I was in law school, I don't know if I had the type of insight that you guys have presented to us today about the world around you. But there's opportunity, and I want you to hear something that Larry said about leadership. Because in every phase of whatever area of law you get into, there's going to be opportunity for you either to be sort of part of the woodwork, keep moving, or do you engage? And those are two separate things. In your profession, you will find the opportunity to excel because you work hard, you're diligent, and you gain the respect of your colleagues, your clients, and you do well. But in addition to that, what do you do for our society? What do you do to help change things and make things better? And I would submit to you that you should look at both of those things. Do well in your practice. By the way, reputations are a whole lot of importance for everybody. Once you get one, it's a good thing. And if you got a good one, it's a great thing. But if you got a bad one, it's hard to shake it either way. So when you come out of the box, how you present yourself, and look, let me tell you one thing that I've been, you know, what am I doing right now? I'm a deputy chief here in Milwaukee. And one of the things we're talking about with our judges, and it applies everywhere, is kindness and patience. More than half the battle is how you treat other people. And you know it by your interaction. You can look at people and say, wow, I went to talk to that person right away. They were really, boy, they were really supportive and everything. And that other guy, that other person, and someone will say, yeah, they're like that. That is not the person you want to be. And what I heard from this group today is so exciting for me. You have the potential to do something big for yourself and our community. And I am so confident that hearing these stories, you're going to do just that. And particularly with the state bar. When I first got out of law school and I went to the public defender's office, I didn't know anything about the state bar. And I didn't know much about the state bar for, 10 years, something like that. But when I left the public defender's office and went into private practice, a friend of mine said, you should get involved. And I said, really? Yeah, you should get involved. Now, I had done things like with the Wisconsin Association of African American Lawyers, I'd done things, but I'm not with the state bar or your local bars. I want you guys to stay on the trajectory of making sure that you enjoy what you do and work hard, but also commit yourself to making a difference. And I'll leave you with that note because no one likes lecturing, not late at night when I want to drink. Oh, you don't have to have a drink. I'm not trying to associate drinking and good time. You can have it without. But I want to thank Kim Burns for her efforts and Karen Bell for putting this together along with Andrew Chevrez because I'm a weak link in all of this. They do the heavy lifting. So all of you enjoy the rest of your clerkship opportunities this summer. Hit those books when you get back. What kind of dog? Wait a minute. Okay, that too. Love animals if you can. Look, guys, have a great rest of the summer. Good luck on your careers. And thank you so much for participating. It's been just a blast. Good luck to all of you. And be safe. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.